Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday evening, nearly the end of the week. Today I'm going to be speaking about David, one of David's prayers. Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? When evil men advance against me to devour my flesh, when enemies and my foes attack me, they will stumble and fall. So I think this is quite a strong prayer from David. I think he was sort of praying for his life in this one. And I think what we're trying to gain from this is, like, what do we do when the going gets tough? Who do we turn to? We should be turning to God to pray, and He's our salvation, He's our stronghold, He's everything to us. He's we get up in the morning and we should be putting His body armour over us to keep us protected throughout that day. So when you're in a crisis, how do you pray? Do you pray to God? Do you pray just to yourself? Or do you just hope? I know I pray to God often, and I know God always answers my prayers. It might not be when I want them answered, because that's me being impatient. But I know that God does it in His own time. And if it's a prayer that He has mapped out for me in my life, if it's a plan and I've prayed for that, then God will answer it when the time's right. So the Lord is the stronghold of our life. Who shall we be afraid? We should be afraid of no one, because God is there protecting us. God is there walking side by side with us. We're never alone. Any situation, we're not facing it alone. We're not facing it, and thinking, how are we going to get through this? We should be facing this and saying, yes, we know we're going to get through it because God is with us. No one can be against us. God won't let no harm to come to us if we show Him faith, show Him trust, show Him that, what He means to us, and that we believe what He means to us. Then God will be with us. He won't let us down. In this psalm, before we find a prayer of absolute trust and confidence in the midst of trial, David was great. He did so much. And he's like, when evil men advanced against me to devour my flesh. Could you just imagine being there and seeing a gang of evil men coming to you with meat cleavers and machetes and, spears to devour your flesh? It'd be a bit like being put into a tank of piranhas, wouldn't it? Because they would devour your flesh quite quickly. That's where you have to have your trust in God. You trust that He won't let them get past His armour, past His suit, past the body suit you're wearing of His. He's made it strong, and it will just protect you. So that's where I think a bit of it comes, and a little bit is from when David was on the run from King Saul, pursued by his enemies, shut out from the house of the Lord, separated from his parents, and slandered by false witnesses. David still turned to God for his prayers, because he knew that they would be answered. David found himself praying for his life. And I think sometimes we do that. We pray for our life. We pray, you know, if we're sick, if we're poorly, you know. So, you know, just stay strong and remember, God is your stronghold. He is your salvation. He is everything. You know, He will not let enemies and foes attack you. He will keep you safe from them. And they will stumble and fall, not you, because God's hand will be on you to keep you up, to keep you upright and keep you strong. So just remember to pray to God, but pray in earnest. You know, don't shout it from the rooftops about what you're praying. Go into a quiet place, pray to God, speak to Him, and listen to what He says to you. So thanks again, guys. Hope you got something from this one. Bye bye.